Welcome back to OC Outdoorsman. Well, I am at Irvine Lake this morning in Silverado, California for the annual Orange County Trout Derby. And as you can see, it was loaded with people. The ATVs that you see there are for disabled anglers. And unfortunately, I did take my bike here, but they don't allow e-bikes on this lake, so I had to hike it. So as soon as the gate opens at 6 a.m., everyone just makes a mad dash for the key fishing spots on this lake. Here we're approaching the general area where they weigh all of the caught trout and give out awards at the end of the day. The tournament officially ends at 1 p.m. And as you can see, because I didn't have my bike, there are a ton of people that got to their spots well ahead of me. A lot of times during these tournaments, you'll see that anglers will spread their rods 10 or more feet apart to save space for themselves and their buddies. But on this day, they were strictly enforcing a rule that you could have no more than 3 feet between your rods and no more than 6 feet between anglers. And as you can see here, I hook into my first fish, but
I think
unfortunately, he spits the hook. Yeah, it's if you didn't hear that, the guys next to me were speculating that there were over 1,000 people fishing today. I don't know about that, but there were a ton of people, and if you listen closely to the background, you could hear the lake staff on a loudspeaker saying that you could have no more than 3 feet between your rods, and you have to have a space no more than 6 feet between you and the next angler. Now it's a little later in the morning, and my strike indicator there starts moving up, so I set the hook and start reeling in the fish. But once again, it spits the hook, and I'm using power bait on this rod.
Oh yeah. Man, I just threw that out. Is it underneath or?
So as you saw there, the fish surfaced for a bit there as I reeled him in, and he swam under another person's line, and that happens oftentimes in crowds like this, so you just have to try to do your best to untangle or avoid the other lines. But unfortunately, this fish, like the others, spit the hook, and I lost him.
Walter, oh, he swam over here. Go over here.
Oh.
I said the three of ours were cut off.
Yeah. I think he's going back that way.
Yeah, you need to go back over. No, stay over there, Walter. Stay over there. He's gone over me.
Okay. Oh, I think he came off. He probably
swam through it again. You gotta go on that side.
I never lost so many fish in one day, man.
But now it was getting frustrating because I had lost at least 5 fish at this point, and my battery was running low, so I just stopped recording until I hooked into this guy, and yet again he spit the hook. And the same was happening to the guys next to me.
Yeah.
Okay, this one felt solid. As you can see, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but we oftentimes put these strike indicators or bobbers on our fishing lines so that when a fish takes the bait, the indicator will rise up on your line. Well, when this fish took my bait, the bobber just flew right off. So it was a solid hit. And I set the hook, and right away the fish started swimming off to the right, which runs the risk of, as you can see here, tangling everybody up. So I had to go over and under the fishing poles of the guys next to me. You'll see this often on cattle boats as well. When it's so crowded, the fish will swim right into the other person's lines. But everyone was a great sport here. They were doing their best to try to avoid tangling me up as I was fighting this fish. But look at the crowd. There are just a ton of people here. And if your fish starts swimming off in any direction, there's a pretty good chance it's going to tangle everybody up. So I was doing my best to avoid that. And fortunately, yeah, I managed to avoid creating a big foul up. The guys out here were just great. In fact, I didn't even bring a net. And one of the anglers brought out his net and helped me land this fish. I'm going to speed up the footage a bit because it took me a while to land this trout. Thankfully, this guy helped me with his landing net.
Nah, it's like a 3 or 4. Well, 3 or 4 could be something today.
Oh, is it 5 right now? Is it
5 winning right now.
Oh,
There's a
is
bunch
it in
of
the fin,
2s and
maybe?
3s.
I was using corn-flavored power bait, by the way, and it was working like a charm. I landed, actually, I hooked into most of my fish using that particular power bait. And this poor guy was having the hardest time trying to land his net because every time I'd get it close to shore, it would swim off again. It was a struggle, but he finally did it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Got it? Alright. I like this too. Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
That's a good one, dude. That's tall.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow this fish tangled himself up in my line, which made it more difficult to land, and which is why it was such a struggle to bring this guy in. I mean, if you look more closely, it may be hard to see, but the line got tangled up around his dorsal fin. This explains why it was so difficult to land this trout. So here I am walking back to my spot, putting him on the stringer so that I could take him to the weigh station. But yeah, this was the only fish I landed this day, and as you can see here, she's about to take the official measurement, and if I recall properly, this fish weighed in at 2.36 pounds. Not sure if you can see the scale there.
Blind bogey.
Blind bogey? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
2.36?
Yes, ma'am.
So that was my day. I had never hooked into and lost so many fish. It had to be at least half a dozen before I finally landed this one trout. But he wasn't too bad, 2.36 pounds, so at least I didn't get skunked. And as you can see, they do require a signature for the official weigh-in. The two major sponsors of this year's tournament was Bass Pro Shops and Daiwa. As you can see here, there's a spokesperson recording a video that will likely be posted on YouTube. But let's go back to what I was saying earlier. The reason I haven't been posting many videos on my channel is because I recently sold my Old Town Big Water PDL kayak. Don't get me wrong, I love that kayak. It was just getting too heavy. I want something lighter. So I will more than likely end up going back to Hobie. I'm targeting the Hobie Outback. So in the meantime, you won't be seeing very many kayak fishing videos from me, but I will likely post short fishing videos like this one in the near future until I get my new kayak. Well, I ended up giving my fish away to the guys next to me. So here's a shot of our fish together. The largest one there weighed in close to 3.8 pounds. They stocked quality fish for this tournament. Talking to the staff members, I was told that the big fish, I think they said they stocked one over 10 pounds that wasn't caught this day. And the winner of today's tournament, his fish weighed in at 5.2 pounds. But it was a fun time. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to OC Outdoorsman. And if you would, please give this video a like. Thanks, and OC Outdoorsman out.